My name is Thomas White, and I've been married to my wife, Bridgette, for 19 years.
What made me realize I wanted to settle down with him was that I just kind of fell in love. I really had people that I liked before, but never as much as I cared for Thomas. I just kind of fell in love with him, and like he said, I liked his sense of humor too. He was very nice, very friendly, taught me how to cook.
I knew when I was always relaxed, when I was around a lot, no pressures, no worries, it was good to be around somebody and just not have to worry about nothing. So that was just that simple, I guess.
My children, the issues they've had haven't been too significant. Trevor, my oldest, that's 20, when he was younger, he had an occasion where he was friends with a little fellow and he wanted to go swimming with him at a country club. Up until that point, the father of his friend never really had a problem with Trevor coming over or anything, but he was just like, no, he can't. He's black, he can't. But that's about the worst, I think, that he's dealt with. When he was younger, that really hurt his feelings. And then as he got older, I'd say around 8th, 9th grade, he started getting the questions like, well, are you going to be white today or are you going to be black today? And he's just like, leave me alone, dude. But his close friends that he gravitated to were persons that were interested in the same sport he was interested in. He's still very close with them to this day. Even though they're both at different colleges, they always communicate. And he just gravitated to people who were like him. I can't recall, the way I approach race, I can't recall where I'd heard it from. I think I was listening to a radio program one time or something, and they had stated in America, if you have 1 ounce of black in you, you might as well just call yourself black because that's just the way the world's going to view you. And it was an interracial person that was speaking. And so I thought, that's pretty much true if you think about it. So when Trevor, Tori, Tessa, when they all came of age, I would talk to them. And I'd say, okay, you're going to, it had to be around 5 because we're going to school at that point. You're going to go to school. You're going to have to answer questions about your race as far as are you black or white. And I let them know every one of you are black on your birth certificate. I don't think there was a choice for interracial or biracial on anything. So, and then I just told them the same thing I had heard. I said, you're going to be considered black, and that's what you should say your race is. And I mean, I don't know any other way to tell you. Now, you can tell your friends your mom's white, your dad's black if you want. That's your business. It's none of theirs. If they ask and they're curious, you can say. But I was friends with, people at work forever. Once I left Walmart and I went to a new place, I worked there a good 3 months before you came in to visit me. And it's just not something, hey, my husband's black. I don't just put that out there. They just meet him and that's that. That's my husband. I had a professor at Southern that told me we all have a little bit of racism in us. And if you think about it, it's true. We all have it in us to some degree. It's how you deal with it. Are you going to fuel it and become a person who just really hates another race? Or are you going to say, oh, well, that was kind of a stupid thought. You shouldn't be thinking like that. There's bias in everything.
Yeah.
And you're going to have it in your heart, but you need to learn how to deal with it properly. I just couldn't imagine a parent turning on their child just because they went outside of their race. It just doesn't make any sense.